Hello everyone, here are the latest market news on May the 7th, 2020. US plans to allow companies to work with Huawei. The U.S. Department of Commerce is close to signing a new rule that would allow U.S. companies to cooperate with China's Huawei Technologies on working on next-generation 5G network. The Commerce Department placed Huawei on its enemy list last May, citing national security concerns, which has put the United States at a disadvantage and raised questions about how U.S. firms could participate in organizations that establish industry standards. After nearly a year of uncertainty, the department has drafted a new rule to address this issue. The draft is under final review at the Commerce Department and, if cleared, would go to other agencies for approval. Philippines' economy marks drop near recession. The Philippines economy, which has marked 2 decades of uninterrupted growth, faced with a recession in the first quarter this year amid strict quarantine measures to contain the coronavirus. Gross domestic product unexpectedly fell 0.2% in January to March from the same period last year, showing the first decline since the fourth quarter of 1998. Seasonally adjusted GDP dropped 5.1% versus fourth quarter 2019. This figure was far below forecasts for 3.1% growth, and economists now believe GDP will see a steeper drop ahead as an expected lockdown in the capital takes a heavier toll on domestic demand. Household consumption also declined to 0.2% in the first quarter from last year, marking its weakest in at least 2 decades and down sharply from the fourth quarter's 5.7%. Intel's executive to control Israeli digital bank. Intel's autonomous car unit CEO Amnon Shashua will become the sole control and shareholder on Israel's soon-to-be-launched digital bank after buying out his partner's share, the bank said on Thursday. Shashua, co-founder and CEO of Mobileye, will buy all of Marius Next holdings and committed to doubling his investment in the online bank to $60 million. The agreement is pending Bank of Israel regulatory approval. In turn, co-founder and chairman of network security provider Checkpoint Software Technologies Marius Next has opted to focus on healthcare and biomed ventures. Shares recover amid strong China's exports results. Asian shares recovered on Thursday after Chinese exports showed strong results, surpassing all expectations. China reported exports climbed 3.5% in April, compared a year earlier, completely confounding expectations of a 15.1% fall and outweighed a 13.2% drop in imports. The news helped some regional markets steady, with both Japan's Nikkei and South Korean shares back to flat. Meanwhile, MSCI's broadest index of Asia-Pacific shares outside Japan fell 0.4%. Led by a 0.3% drop in Chinese blue chips. E-mini futures for the S&P 500 traded higher with a bounce of 0.5%, while Eurostoxx 50 futures and FTSE futures both firmed 0.2%.